This is Benjamin Me. If I wasn't wearing this suit, I would be dead in an instant.
Benjamin is a writer and journalist specializing in adventures. He's also a single dad to his 2 children, 7-year-old Rosie and her brother Dylan. He takes special interest in their education and talks to Dylan about putting in more effort into his studies. But Dylan is still caught up about his mother's death. Benjamin drops him off at school and is accosted by a woman who has brought a lasagna for him and his kids. She hints at him to invite her for dinner too, but he declines her politely. It turns out that Benjamin is desired by almost all the moms there, but he's not over his wife's death, and so he avoids relationships. His brother Duncan, who cares a lot for him, urges him to get back into the game and date other women, but Benjamin ignores it. He also avoids any place that reminds him of his wife, but his brother insists that he should at least talk to other women.
You're handsome. I saw you.
I love you, my brother.
I love you too, man.
You're a good guy.
Later, Benjamin proposes an idea for a new article to his boss, but he rejects it. Apparently, all of his ideas have been rejected lately. Benjamin feels that his boss hasn't fired him out of sympathy. For this reason, Benjamin decides to quit his job. On his way out, he receives a call from Dylan's school. Dylan has been suspended for the 3rd time in a month for stealing. In addition, the school principal shows Benjamin a strange drawing made by Dylan of a decapitated man. The principal explains to him that his son has now received 4 warnings, and for this he will be expelled from the school.
This is the artwork. He expelled you because you stole.
Later that night, Benjamin sees Dylan asleep with a sketchbook in his hands. He opens it and sees that all the sketches are dark arts. Meanwhile, Rosie cannot sleep because their neighbors are partying. So the next day, Benjamin is with Rosie and a real estate agent, looking for a new house. Rosie rejects all the houses they see, except a huge 18-acre estate that is surrounded by trees. They go to check the house out, and Benjamin loves it too. But the real estate agent keeps trying to warn them of some complications. Benjamin and Rosie run upstairs with the agent when suddenly a mighty lion's roar is heard coming from outside.
This is a...
It turns out that the estate is a zoo, which Rosie is very happy to hear. But then, Benjamin will have to take care of the animals inside, which makes him reconsider. He wants to see other homes, but when he sees Rosie happy at the idea of living there, he decides to buy the zoo. Later, he meets his brother Duncan, who lets him know that he is making a rash and risky decision, but Ben is determined. He says that 75% of the zoo's revenue is made during summer, which will begin within a few months. So he feels there is enough time to get the zoo open to the public for profit. Back home, Dylan isn't thrilled about the idea of living in a zoo, as he will have to move away from his friends. But Rosie absolutely loves it, and it'll also be an escape for Benjamin away from all the memories of his late wife. So, they pack their stuff and move into the estate. Just as they drive into the estate, Benjamin meets Kelly, the zoo's head attendant, and the other zoo workers. Kelly's cousin Lily is also there. She is 13 years old, and Dylan's new puberty hormones kick into action. They go on a tour of the zoo. Kelly lets Benjamin know of the most pressing issues, like medical expenses of the animals, their food, their enclosures, and also the fact that the zoo staff haven't been paid for a long time.
You position those suckers and boom, there goes your carotid.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is also revealed that she is divorced. Later in the evening, Benjamin goes to the bar on the estate, where Kelly is with all the employees, drinking and chatting away. Drunk Peter talks about wanting to kill Walter Ferris, the zoo inspector, as he accuses him of stealing his ideas for the zoo. Dylan smiles at them and watches them have fun. Benjamin is overwhelmed with payments as the days go by. Meanwhile, Dylan and Lily also create their own love story. Later that evening, Benjamin sees Kelly still working into the night. Benjamin offers to do her chores at the zoo and asks her to go home. Her and Rosie go to give water to the tigers, and Dylan has to turn off the garage lights. In the garage, there is a box full of newly arrived snakes, which are yet to be placed in cages. Dylan opens the box, and at the sight of all those snakes, he runs away, forgetting to close it. The following day, Dylan and Benjamin discover that the entrance to the house is overrun with snakes. Benjamin has to call the other zoo workers to help catch the snakes. He is annoyed at Dylan, but Dylan can't take it anymore, and he kicks the snake before storming inside the house. Later, Kelly tells Benjamin that she did not expect him to last so long at the zoo. Suddenly, Lily radios the whole team to be alert. Walter Ferris, the inspector, is rushing towards the zoo at full speed. He has come for a surprise, unscheduled inspection. The actual inspection is supposed to be held 7 days before the official opening, where it is decided whether the zoo is fit to open or not. Peter is furious about Walter, so he is locked in a room. The inspector is in charge of checking the animal's condition and general maintenance. He is very unfair in his assessments. At the end of the inspection, Benjamin made a list of all the points that needed to be fixed within a month, which will involve a considerable expense. Benjamin is flustered and he kicks a barrel in anger and picks it up back in its place. Both father and son kick a lot. Later, he is in the car with Dylan when suddenly they come across Buster, their 3-quintal grizzly bear, on the road. He must have escaped from his enclosure. Thanks to his team, they managed to retrieve him. After seeing Buster enjoying his freedom, Benjamin decides to expand his enclosure. Later, a veterinarian examines him and takes a hefty fee. Yet another expense for Benjamin. In the evening, while walking back from the bar, Benjamin confesses to Kelly that he finds her pretty, but he will not try. Later, he puts on an old sweatshirt that his wife used to wear, and inside it, he finds a receipt for a safe deposit box. The next day, Rhonda discovers that Benjamin doesn't have any more money, and she warns everyone not to trust Benjamin. She's convinced that the zoo will soon be sold for little money. Meanwhile, Benjamin asks his brother Duncan, an accountant, for his opinion on the note he found. His wife left him $84,000. In addition, she left a note for Benjamin to follow his heart and not listen to his brother. But for Duncan, this is a sign to leave the failed idea of opening the zoo and start over elsewhere with that money. Later, Lily brings Dylan a sandwich and tells him that she heard they will be leaving soon. He gets very happy on hearing this, talking about meeting his friends again and hurting Lily's feelings. She gets up and leaves abruptly. Meanwhile, Benjamin is informed about the doubts that the employees have, and he gives a speech to everyone at the zoo. At first, it seems to be a farewell, but then he explains that this one is the best of all the adventures he has ever written about as a journalist, and so he wants to continue the zoo using the money left by his wife. Duncan is not happy about this, but everyone else is elated. Soon, everyone gets super busy with the renovation of the zoo. Benjamin gets better every day at maintaining the zoo. One evening, while Benjamin and Rosie are shopping, the cashier discovers that Benjamin is the owner of the zoo that she is very fond of. She's excited about the reopening and says that she will be there with her family on opening day. Back at the zoo, Spar, the tiger, refuses to eat. One day, Spar has climbed up a large boulder and is unwilling to come down. Lily suggests that felines hate loud noises, so everyone makes a big racket and irritates Spar enough to calm down. But as soon as the noise stops, Kelly and the employees realize that Benjamin has been using the racket to mask his words as he yells out everything he wants to scream. At this point, Benjamin has to call the vet to put him down, but he doesn't want to hear about it. Because of this, he and Kelly have an argument. He has no experience, and he should trust her. At night, Kelly goes to Benjamin's house and takes care of his children while he is away. When he returns, he holds Kelly's hand and tells her how he felt that the memory of his wife would leave him in this place. Everything reminded him of her where he lived before, even the smells in the air. He opens up to Kelly about how he struggles to take care of himself while dealing with the kids' tantrums, especially Dylan. But Dylan overhears everything, and as soon as Benjamin enters the house, he accuses Benjamin of hating him. They have yet another argument, and Dylan yells out everything that he kept in his heart before storming off to his room for the night. The next day, Benjamin sits near Spar's enclosure and looks at him. Dylan joins him and tells him that he is having trouble with Lily and does not understand what he did wrong. Benjamin teaches him the 20-second courage technique, where only 20 seconds can change a life. He walks out of the shed where Kelly is waiting, ostensibly to put Spar down. She looks at the father-son duo walking together and smiles to herself. In the evening, he discovers a sketch of a tiger amongst Dylan's dark drawings. He smiles with hope as he goes to his old laptop and looks at old photos of his wife. He gets emotional and relives all the happy memories that they used to have. The next day, Benjamin shows Dylan the new posters that he made to advertise the zoo. One of Dylan's drawings was used to make them. This is the very last day before the inspection, so Duncan also comes to help. Soon, Walter arrives for the inspection. He tries really hard to find faults, but he is unable to do so. While he's looking, Kelly discovers that the door to Solomon the lion's enclosure is defective. She calls for help using the walkie-talkie, but Walter listens and immediately heads to her. Peter realizes that something is wrong and rushes over. While Kelly distracts Solomon, Peter enters the enclosure and fixes the door lock just in time. Walter cannot find any flaws, and he has no option but to grant them the permit to open to the public.
Good luck.
Everyone is ecstatic, and they jump in happiness. But their happiness is short-lived when a storm hits. Meanwhile, Dylan runs to Lily and reveals his feelings for her using 20 seconds of courage. She is happy, and they hug each other through the window. While Dylan is happy, Benjamin, on the other hand, is worried after seeing a weather report that predicts maximum rainfall and heavy storms. On the opening day, this storm has passed, so everyone is happy and excited. Kelly reassures Benjamin that many people will come. They open on time, but no one seems to be coming. Sensing something wrong, Dylan runs ahead and discovers that a large tree has fallen on the road. On the other side of the tree, a huge crowd is waiting to cross. So they all help the people climb over the tree and into the zoo. Benjamin and Kelly run into each other at the ticket counter, looking for more tickets as they are running out fast. They have a moment where Kelly confesses to Benjamin
I got a big crush on you and I just can't get a handle on it.
that she has a crush on him and kisses him. Both of them hope that it will happen again. They seem happier than ever before. A few days later, Benjamin takes Dylan and Rosie to the restaurant where he met their mother for the first time. He told them the story of how he had seen her from the street and decided to talk to her using 20 seconds of courage. And that's how all their stories started. That led up to this moment right now.